Hi, Mickey Quinn here with Retail Level Up. If you're anything like, about 80% of the population, you haven't done a darn thing with those goals that you set at the beginning of the year. They're still just that, goals. And you stopped really actively working on them months ago. And since you have this habit of behaving like 80% of the rest of the population, those goals that you set at the beginning of this year, you're going to carry them over and they'll be your goals for next year. But aren't you just a little bit curious about that 20% of the population? Now, some of them have been working on their goals consistently throughout the year, and they're seeing results, and they're probably going to achieve their goals. And then there's another portion of that 20% of the population that have been procrastinating all year long, just like you, and yet in the final quarter of the year, they are going to put the pedal to the metal. They are going to make these goals happen. That small percentage of people flourish under deadlines. They take action, and with an intense amount of energy and attention, they make those goals happen. Now, while they'll probably be very happy with their results, it's not the best method or strategy to tackling goals. Just imagine if they had been working all year long at just half the level of attention and energy and effort. They would have achieved those goals and then some. So now here you are, and you have less than 3 months left in the year. And you may be thinking, why even bother? Why even try tackling those goals? Well, the reason is because you still have time. You still can make something happen. Here are some tips that will help you get more done in the remaining weeks of the year. Number 1, review, adjust, and decide. You're going to need to take a hard look at those goals that you set at the beginning of the year. Some may no longer be relevant, and you can throw those out completely. Some may just not be possible to achieve fully in the remaining weeks of the year, and some may be completely viable. So review them, make adjustments as needed, and decide on the ones you're going to tackle and make happen in the remaining months of the year. Number 2, make them obvious. Part of the problem with setting goals is they're out of sight, out of mind. You may know what your goals are, but that's not enough. You need to remind yourself regularly so that you keep them front and center. Write your goals down and then make copies and plaster them all over your house and in your office so that you can't avoid them. Number 3, pick your trade-offs. Once you decide on the goals you're going to be working on, you're going to have to make some decisions about trade-offs. You're going to need time to work on those goals. So what are you going to not do in order to free up that time to work on the goals? What's it going to be? Spending less time watching TV, less time watching sports, Netflix, less time spent taking lunches and dinners and drinks out with friends. Everything worthwhile is an uphill struggle. You have to take action. And that often means you're going to have to give something up. Not everything, but strategically scale back on some things to free up time so you can work on your goals. Number 4, schedule yourself with yourself. When you schedule a meeting with someone else, you add it to your calendar and then you show up, right? Exactly. You need to carve out time with yourself so that you can work on your goal. You need to give that time that you've dedicated to work on your goal the same respect and accountability that you would if you were meeting with someone else. Number 5, celebrate every small win. All work and no play makes even the most driven person cranky. Decide on small, special things that you can do or have that feels like a reward when you hit those milestones in achieving your goal. This gives you something positive to look forward to, and it creates a very positive connection between working on your goal and having some pleasure or happiness. Number 6, get a coach. If achieving your goals were easy, you wouldn't be in this situation. Holding ourselves accountable to do the work, to do the tasks, is hard. Having a coach makes the process so much easier. One of my clients summed it up so well on what it's like having a coach. She said, "I would never have done this or have made as much progress as I have if I had not been working with you as my coach." So stop thinking that you may as well throw in the towel on the goals and that you're not going to achieve them this year. There's still time left. So go to our website and go to the About Us page and schedule an initial complimentary consultation. At the very least, you'll come away with more clarity, tips, and action steps that you can start putting into place right away to help you succeed. And if you want to continue to get tips and inspiration, like us and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts, just search for Retail Level Up. And when you're on our website, be sure to sign up for our email subscription. We send Monday Motivation and Top Tip Tuesday because we all can use a little extra motivation right now, and we can certainly use some top tips. Because now, even more than ever, it's time to level up.